Hi guys, and welcome back to Mad Mechanics. Hope you've all had a great Christmas and a good New Year. For today we'll give you a little rundown on one of our other projects, which is my own RS Turbo, which I'm going to be doing some work on in next month or two. I'll give you a look around the car, tell you all about it, where we're up to so far and what we're going to be doing with it. So the car itself is a 1989 Series 2 Escort RS Turbo. It's a 90 spec car, but any of you with an eagle eye will notice the spoiler's not right. So we actually put a new tailgate on it, which came off an 88 spec car, which is why it has the wrong spoiler. It's a low mileage car, so it's only done 70,000 miles. The previous owner basically took it for an MOT in 2010. It failed on a few bits, so he parked it up and it then sat there for 10 years until a friend of mine bought it in 2020. I saw the car, really liked it, so I ended up buying it off him. I had a few issues with it, so we addressed some electrical gremlins, stuff like wipers not working, stuff like that. We then did some work underneath it. There was a few bits of corrosion underneath, so we sorted all that out. Went through the entire underneath of the car, did any repairs that we needed, fully undersealed it. The car itself, externally, is pretty standard, other than being lowered slightly. Performance-wise, it's had a few bits. The engine itself standard. It's got obviously a Samco hose kit, dump valve on it, pipe across air filter. It also has stainless exhaust roll tip. Inside the car, what's a bit dirty at the minute because I haven't cleaned it since I last used it. It's in great condition. The usual, well, the door handles have perished and that, and a bit of sagging on the door cards, but we're going to address that. The seats are actually in really good condition. So I just put the seat cover on to stop me getting oil and stuff on it when I've been in the unit. The only things we've really done inside is obviously put aftermarket stereo in. We uprated the speakers because the originals are a bit crap. And then added a subwoofer just to give it a bit of extra bass. We've got obviously under the big floor, it's all absolutely solid under there. So we'll get the car up on the ramp, and then we'll show you what we're going to do underneath. So underneath, we have been through. Structurally, the car's solid now, so we had any repairs needed. We did a few bits, like we took the fuel lines off, cleaned all them up, replaced a few cracked rubber hoses going into the tank, new fuel pump. Obviously it's a bit dirty now because it has been out on the road. So we got it all solid, and then we thought we'd run it for a little bit. So I've done about 1,000 miles in it, just to iron out any problems, see if anything became apparent when actually using it. Before it was stored, the car actually had a load of engine work done. So it had pistons, cylinder head done, some valve work, and then obviously it was stored then. So with using it, what we've found is we have got a couple of small leaks. So just up on the gearbox here from the drive shaft seals. So there's a few leaks there now. That's probably down to, because it's been stud, obviously the seals have been dry and gone brittle, and then we're using it, it's just started to weep. Small leak on the sump gasket, and what we did find is, because it's still on its original bushes, all the bushes have started to crack. So the plan is now to drop all the suspension components, so all the rear arms, front arms, track arms. We're going to get a full Powerflex polybush kit for it. We're going to get everything powder coated. When we drop the front, we're actually going to drop the full subframe, engine, everything out. And I'm going to give the engine a little going over as well. Get a new sump gasket, do them drive shaft seals. I'm also going to do both crank seals, because I think there's a little bit of weeping from one of them, but whilst it's out, might as well do them. We're also just going to give it a full once over. There is an issue with the engine, with the cold start system, so the fifth injector and the auxiliary air device, which we're also going to go through whilst it's out, see if we can sort them problems out as well. And then, I mean, this one is it's a usable car. That's why it's all under seal underneath and not pristine and painted. It was more about protecting it, because it does get used, and it gets used for what it was designed for. It's not a show pony, but we want it all right. So that's the next job, is to drop all this down and get it all stripped. So for those of you that do follow the channel, we have also got the Sierra Cosworth, which we have done some more on since our last video. I've not had a chance to compile the video together for that yet, but I will be doing that very shortly. Got doors on the car now and a few other little bits done. We will be continuing that alongside the RS Turbo, and hopefully we'll have them both done and ready to go out and play in them in the summer. For those who aren't yet subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, and we hope to see you all soon.